Mommy vlogger Ruby Franke and her podcast co-host Jodi Hildenbrandt are currently being held without bail in a Washington County, Utah jail, both charged with 6 counts of child abuse. The details that have come out of this case are horrific, so here's your trigger warning. I will be discussing child abuse, so if that's a subject you can't deal with, please skip this video. Take care of your mental health first, always. Ruby Franke is a mom of 6 children and found success with her family channel called 8 Passengers. The channel had millions of subscribers. Ruby quickly became known for her strict parenting style, which brought on a ton of criticism. The 2 punishments that stand out to me will give you an idea of this woman's cruelty. First, she got a call from her 6-year-old's teacher informing her that the child forgot to bring a lunch and asking her to bring one. Ruby's response: it's the 6-year-old's responsibility to pack her lunch, and she will have to go hungry as a consequence of not doing so. Ruby later added that she hopes no one helps the child by giving her food. While teaching children responsibility is important, withholding food is straight up abuse. And again, the child was 6. Another example of this woman's harsh punishments is when she made her teenage son sleep on a beanbag for 7 months after playing a prank on his younger brother. He woke the little brother up at like 3 a.m. and told him to pack because they were going to Disneyland. Typical sibling prank, right? On top of having to sleep on a beanbag for all those months, it was in the family room, so he had 0 privacy. This can also be physically very painful and can potentially lead to long-term damage. Jody, who hosts Connections with Ruby, is the woman who 2 of the children were staying with when one of them escaped and ran to a neighbor's house, asking for food and water. Here's some of the rhetoric these women used while advising parents. Oh yeah, Jody is a licensed family therapist who lost her license for a time. And Ruby is a quote-unquote certified mental fitness trainer, which is not really a thing. It's not an actual title, but they ran a YouTube channel and Facebook group called Connections, Moms of Truth.
So the invitation is, and the hope is that all of the moms that come here learn how and practice plugging in principles of truth into these different circumstances.
4 principles of truth are about learning how to be honest, learning how to be responsible. Responsible for what? Your own perceptions, your own feelings, your own actions. So perception comes first, then you have an emotional response to a perception, like you're creating that. And then you take your perception and your emotion and you then go act with it. And so as we're getting comments back, people are perceiving not a truth. You're not hearing what we're saying to you. We're inviting you to be responsible for what you're perceiving. And we're asking you to be responsible for what you're feeling. And we're asking you to be responsible for your action, which is your typing. I'm going to react to this person. Like, when you're responsible for all of that, then you are living in truth. And here's how we will know if a comment is coming towards us in truth. There will be curiosity in your question, in your statements. You will say, help me understand. You will say, I used to do this and now I can see truth. Anyone who is actually practicing living principles of truth does not attack, does not get defensive, does not blame, does not say, well, sin is sin, it's okay. They don't do those things. And so if you hear in your mind that you're getting reactionary and you want to come at one of us or at someone else who has made a comment in the Facebook page and you feel like that's wrong and you're upset and you want to tell them how wrong they are, you are in classic distortion.
As you can see, they talk a lot without saying much of anything, while discouraging criticism by labeling it distortion. I found another interesting clip while doing research for this video. Jody speaking on the subject of physically punishing kids.
Other ways to grab your children's attention. It may take more effort, and it probably will take more effort on your part, rather than hitting them, because when you hit them, you usually have their attention. Most kids will be like, and then they'll be like, what do you want? What do you want? I'll do whatever you want. Just don't hit me again. But then you have this dynamic set up of, I'm afraid of you, and I obey you because I'm afraid of you, not because I love you or I respect you or I want to obey you. I do those things out of compliance now. And some kids won't even do it out of compliance. They'll just get hit and then they'll just look at you like, so? Now what are you going to do? Hit them harder? You know, like pummel them? Now you've lost your intervention. And more kids are going towards that where they just don't appear to be fazed.
This case is absolutely disgusting. According to the probable cause statement, these children were restrained with duct tape and severely malnourished. The neighbor who called 911 became emotional at the sight of the boy. Here's the full 911 call that put Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildenbrandt behind bars.
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help. And he's said he just came from a neighbor's house, and we know there's been problems at this neighbor's house. He's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, he's hungry, and he's thirsty.
Okay. Is your door locked?
No, I'm sitting outside with him on the front patio.
Okay, cool.
And he asked us to call the police.
What's
So
his
he's
name?
very afraid. What's your last name? He's 12 years old. Yes.
Okay. And can you ask him his date of birth?
Can you tell me your birthday?
Okay. And are the neighbors out of their home, or is anybody looking for them that you can see?
No. Our homes are far enough away. I'm not sure. How did you get out of the house?
Porch. He went out.
He says he just left through the porch at the neighbor's house. Her name is Jodi Hildenbrandt, and she lives 2 doors up the street.
Out here in Cayenne, the houses are far apart.
Yeah, out here in Cayenne, the houses are far apart, so he walked just under the block to get to our house. He rang my doorbell and asked me to call the police.
Does he seem to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
I don't think so, but he's very thirsty, and
Need an ambulance?
I don't think he needs an ambulance. I'll let the cops decide that, but his ankles are taped up, and he won't tell us why.
Okay.
But he has duct taped around each ankle. Yeah, there's sores around them. I think there's a good chance he's been...
He also said,
Oh, and he has them around his ankles. I mean, his wrists as well. Okay, this boy has been... He needs... This kid has obviously been... I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
Okay. Let's get the paramedics headed over that way, okay?
Oh, that's a good idea, too.
Let's see. Has he told you where his mom or dad are?
Haven't asked him that. Yeah.
Okay.
You know where your mommy and...
I really got these things.
Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't matter, son. Do you know where your mom and dad are?
Well, actually, I don't know where my mom is, but I do know where my dad is. He's not anywhere here.
No.
Nowhere here.
Okay. No, he doesn't seem to. He says he knows where his mom is, but
he doesn't know where his dad is.
That's correct.
I do know where my dad is.
Is his mom home?
He doesn't live
He just says he doesn't live around here.
Okay.
Separate for the
Is his
Yeah,
mom
we're
in
getting.
the area?
Is your mom around here? Have you seen her lately?
No,
He doesn't know where she is right now.
Does he know his mom's name?
What's your mom's name? Ruby Franke? Ruby Franke is his mom's name.
Okay. How do you spell the last name?
Franke.
Franke.
Okay. And does she live in the area?
No, I'm not sure where she lives. He's trying to help us, but he's.
That's okay. We don't want to stress him out too much. The officers will go over all these questions with him anyway. I just want to stay on the phone with you until we get some help there, okay?
Yeah,
What's your name?
my name is.
Can you ask him if any other children were in the home he came from?
Okay. Was there any other kids up at Jody's house? Anybody else? No. How old? Yeah, this is the 30th of, or excuse me, the 29th of August.
It'll be the 30th of August.
10 and 14, and they're still at this house.
Are they tied up as well?
What's the deal with? Are they being held? Do they have wounds on them as well?
Nothing bad going on with us.
Okay.
It's just
Okay. So they're able to walk around the house and everything.
everything.
Well, okay. He says everything's fine with them. Grain of salt.
Okay.
He says what's happened to him is his fault.
That's not a problem. That's sad to hear. They're coming to you as quick as they can, okay?
Okay,
You're
yeah.
doing really well.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
He's fine. I've got him sitting here. My wife, he got him water and giving him something to eat because he's hungry, and I think the young man, he's hearing his stocking feet. So he escaped.
Well, I'm glad that he was able to make it to
They're on their way.
where he could be safe. They should just be pulling up now. Let me know when they're with you, okay?
Will do. I hear a car, but they're not coming on the driveway. You did good. Enjoy that banana, okay?
Yeah, he just
did the right
turned around a
thing.
few seconds ago, so he might be waiting for his partner. I'm not sure.
Is Jody up there right now?
Yes.
Okay. Jodi Hildenbrandt is up there right now.
Okay.
So she may come looking for him here soon, but she's not gonna, obviously. I think we need the cops here as soon as possible.
I'm just asking where he is now.
Yeah, she's a bad lady. We didn't realize how bad.
Okay, let's see. I'm just asking where he is. Well, sounds like he's making a phone call real quick to his sergeant. He is going to head up.
Okay, all right. Well, if we have to take him inside the house, we will. We're just sitting outside right now because we have chairs out here, and it was convenient.
That's okay. If anything, he's sitting out down your driveway and keeping an eye on the house. So if that's where you feel safe, that's where the child feels safe, and let's just stay where you're at.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
think
the
we're doing
front
this. Yes.
Does he have anything with him?
No, he's wearing a long sleeve shirt and shorts, and it's way too big for him.
Can you tell me what color the shirt and shorts are?
Okay, the ambulance is here.
Okay.
So.
Are they with you?
No, they're just not getting out of the truck.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll let you go then. You did a great job.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye.
As a mother, this case makes me sick. These children were straight up tortured by Ruby and Jody. I don't know why the kids were staying with Jody and not their mom, but the child who escaped described a panic room in Jody's house where he was held. The lacerations from the duct tape on the child required him to be hospitalized because they were so severe. Withholding food as punishment is not only cruel, it can lead to eating disorders and anxiety in the victim. Their BS, truth, and distortion talking points aren't going to help them now, as they sit in Purgatory Correctional Facility. Yes, that's really what it's called. In Utah, awaiting trial. They are being held without bail, thank God. This is an ongoing case with new details coming out all the time, and it has gained nationwide attention. If you would like to see more updates on this story, more aspects of the 8 passengers and connections groups, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
My heart rages around like an ocean.